Dear Future Enoch, this will be the last video in this series for the year, and I just wanted to take a moment to look back at how it has all turned out. So as a bit of a refresher, I started out this video series as a sort of weekly vlog for my future self. Kinda like those write a letter for your past self things, except this one is for my future self. Because your past self will never be able to read anything you write for it, so what's the point? Over the past several months, I've tried different filming techniques. When the weather was nicer, I would go outside for a walk. Sometimes I'd go and explore different places. Sometimes I would just ramble, but most of the time, it's been in this room. It's just easier that way sometimes. I don't have too much of a structure for these videos, and I think that's fine. It lets me have a bit of flexibility so that not every video is a talking head. Although, this video is a talking head. I try to give good advice as best as I can, based on what I've lived through so far. And while it's often presumed that future Enoch will be smarter and wiser by virtue of having seen and learned more, that's no guarantee. And it's entirely possible that future Enoch would have lost the zeal and energy that present Enoch has. So future Enoch, listen to present Enoch. Even if I'm less wise than you, that doesn't mean you can just ignore everything I say. I do think that the fact that this video series is public affects the output, because I don't talk about really personal or confidential issues that I'm not ready to make public yet. I suppose I could do private videos, but making it public adds a level of responsibility to it. Like, I can't just slack off and hope nobody notices. For those private things, I do keep a diary, and I encourage everybody to keep a diary. And keep it private. Strictly private. I've had my diary since I was 12, and there's nothing better than having something to write in that you know won't be read by anybody else. The other aspect about this weekly video series is that it gives me an opportunity to fire up Premiere Pro every week. I had wanted to get into video more, and you learn best by doing. And if doing means making your own content, so be it. Sure is better than sitting through hours of video tutorials. And, as I mentioned before, you do need to get started. And this is a start. This'll be my last video of 2022. I'll be taking a break next week as my schedule is very packed. That's not really a break, I guess. Future Enoch, I'll see you in 2 weeks.